Now, this find absolutely blew my mind. Right, I'm John Luke, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be talking today about some crazy charity shop finds. I have asked you guys on Instagram and Facebook to submit your best ever charity shop finds. So let's see what's really possible to find in a charity shop. I had absolutely tons of submissions, so I'm not going to get through all of them in today's video, but I appreciate everyone for contributing. So I'm going to start with a sports item. Devi bought a vintage rugby ball for £3.75. I think it was from the 80s, a retro Adidas one, and it was signed by a whole team. He sold it within a month for £350. Epic pickup and a quick sale as well, which is always ideal. I should mention these are highly valuable items found in charity shops, because there is a Facebook group which is crap you find in charity shops, which is like absolute bizarre stuff, but these I'm going through today are extremely valuable items found in charity shops. Next up we have Mao. He found a vintage Pokemon binder, paid £1.99 and he got £210. Obviously there is great money in Pokemon, especially the 90s stuff, so he found the original sealed binder from base set and sold it for £210, which is awesome. Great find. Now, this find absolutely blew my mind. Robert on the Facebook group picked up a Dolores Umbridge cycling figure. So Robert on the Facebook group picked up a Dolores Umbridge Harry Potter like cycling figure in the box. Doesn't look anything special. It's from Universal. He paid £4, sold it within 4 hours on eBay. Wait for it. He sold it for £525. Unreal. I'm going to be looking out for these all the time now. It just looks really cheap and a little bit of plastic. What's special about it? It just must be really hard to get hold of and a low supply. Absolutely great find though. Sold it within 4 hours. That's the easiest £500 you'll ever make. Now, this find isn't amazing value, but I thought it was super cool, so I had to include it. It's from the boy, the Master of Pieces. Great guy, great channel. If you've not been over there, please do go check out his channel. Absolute legend. I would say he is the King of Wales. Now, this was a very recent find. He found a signed David Attenborough book. He paid £2 for it from a charity shop, and it's worth around about £50. So still a great return, good profit, but I think the actual item and the history that it has, it's just an absolute brilliant find in a charity shop. David Attenborough, at the end of the day, is a national treasure. So to have a signed book by himself and to find it in a charity shop is absolutely amazing. At reselling section _ on Instagram found a Sony GVHD 700E. That probably doesn't mean much to you, and it doesn't mean much to me until I searched it up. So it is a little media player. It's a digital cassette recorder with a screen on. Now, he's found it in the box in a charity shop for £3. So if you search this in on eBay, there is sold between £500 and £700, and they sell quite regularly as well. So to find that for £3 in a charity shop is just miraculous. Yes, I did just say miraculous. With that being said though, if you do find any old Sony gear, be sure to search it up. Can I just add as well, this is just a snapshot of a few people that have sent me what they found. Crazy stuff is found across the country every day. You have just got to be in it to win it. So get out there and have a look. So as you know, vintage sports stuff always sells well. Wasim Reselling on Instagram, he found a vintage Blackburn Rovers crew neck jumper from the 94-95 season. He paid £3 and should get at least 100 to 150. Great find. Ben's Threads on Instagram found some insane Chelsea shirts from the 80s. He found 3 in total, paid £1 each, and some of them are selling for over £150 a piece. Our Online Hustle found a vintage England shirt, paid £2 and sold it for £150. So there's lots of money in these great vintage football shirts. Even for the smaller clubs, they're even harder to find, so you still get a great price for those as well. I almost missed this one as well. Callum on the Facebook group picked up a vintage Nottingham Forest shirt. He paid £3 at a charity shop and sold it for £110. Great find again. These shirts crop up all the time. I found plenty of vintage shirts in the past. Obviously, it's not an everyday thing, but they are out there and they do get found. You've got to think there's like over 80 Football League clubs. All them years worth of history, the shirts are knocking about and they do end up in charity shops a lot of the time. Zoe on the Facebook group picked up a CP company coat for £2.50. Proper away day clobber, and she sold it for £212.49p. That is a beast. And along with these £500, £1,000 fines in charity shops, you also get the £50 like steady sellers as well. So We've got Baz, who picked up a PS1 game for £1, sold it for 55. You've got Craig that picked up a Power Rangers toy for 50p and sold it for 40. You can get those a lot of the time. Little £1, £2 pickups, sell them for 50, 60, 70. As well as obviously the big hitters as well. Perfectly Imperfect Guru on Instagram, bit of a tongue twister, picked up a Bell staff coat for 20 quid. It was a Dalesman coat, which sell for really, really good money. This coat in particular is from the 1960s. You can achieve way over £300-400 for these, so an absolutely insane find again. You got to look through those clothes, guys. I know a lot of people don't. I used to not bother, but there's a lot of money to be found in there. The luxury pickers will tell you that. Past and Present UK found a great t-shirt in a charity shop. They picked up a Luther Vandross 1993 t-shirt. They paid £1 and sold it the next day for £95. Obviously, look out for your old 90s music t-shirts and celebrity t-shirts and stuff like that. People love them. Rollsy Resells on Instagram picked up a Moncler jacket for £7.50 and ended up selling it for 250 quid. Great find again. All that high-end designer stuff, all the stuff that sits in Selfridges. A lot of the type of people who buy that stuff end up just donating it back into a charity shop. Don't forget women's clothes as well. Women's dresses sell like crazy money if you find the right brand. Jordan from reseller.uk on Instagram found an LA Double J dress, paid £5.50 for it and sold it for £200. Again, it just proves you just got to look in every corner of the charity shop. And I'm going to end on this little beaut. WeBuy_retro on Instagram picked up a camera for 50p in a charity shop. I don't want to butcher the name of the camera. I think it's a Leica Mini Lux 35mm. This camera as well was spares and repairs, so it was a broken camera, paid 50p, and he sold it for £275. There is money everywhere you go in charity shops. As I said before, this is just a small sample of what people have found. Every day you find all kinds of gizmos and rare stuff in charity shops, as well as your boot sales and auctions and all that. The point of this video is just to get you motivated to get down there, have a look, see what you find. If you do want to get involved in one of these videos in the future, the Facebook group and my Instagram page is all linked down below. I'm always asking people for contributions to these kind of videos. Also, if you've watched this video and you found something crazy that you'd love to put forward, leave a comment down below, give me a message and I'll do another one of these in the future.
Right, so I did miss a couple of bangers as well, so I've just interrupted myself during the edit because I could not leave these stones unturned. So Ben on Instagram sent me this sterling silver cutlery set that he picked up for £1.80. 925 sterling silver, and it's an expensive German brand. They've not sold yet, but you should expect about 600 quid because they're like really expensive brand new. Like, I could not leave that out. An absolutely insane find in a charity shop because they are like top dollar if you go and Google them. Like serious money to buy them. Also, Jammy Dodger on Instagram picked up an Olympus Mewtwo, which we all should know about. An absolute bolo to look out for. An expensive camera. But the one he found was unused in the box. He paid £1.50 for it and he sold it for £350. Went off to Japan on the GSP. That is a good day's work. And just one more as well. This is for the gaming guys out there. Sarah Mitchell picked up Twilight Princess on the GameCube for 20p. Can't beat that, to be honest. She went one better as well. A Mario Sunshine disc was tucked away in the manual.
And before you do go, hit like on the video if you did enjoy it and you want to see more of these types of things. I do want to do it again for car boots and other kind of things like that. But until next time, I hope you all have a great weekend and a great new week. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.